Hi, I'm Kristen, and this is Emma, and we're here to show you the BackTrak Evac Kit. We'll go over a couple of tips for how to use it, how to adjust it, and how to introduce it to your dog. The BackTrak Evac Kit is an emergency evacuation kit that's prepared for the unexpected so you and your dog can confidently go outside and go further. It includes two components, a first aid dog muzzle and a human vest with a built-in dog carrying sling. Together, these are designed to help in emergency situations when your dog is unable to get back to the car under their own power. The BackTrak Evac Kit can be worn either front carry or back carry depending on the situation. Front carry is great because you can use your arms to support your dog as well as visually check on them. Back carry is kind of like wearing a backpack, which may be easier for some folks, or if you have a hiking partner to keep an eye on your pup when you're carrying them that way. But before you throw this kit in your pack and hopefully never have to use it, we strongly recommend that you and your dog get familiar with the kit at home and in a familiar environment before having to use it in an actual emergency situation. Emma and I are going to walk you through that process right now. This process takes time and dogs progress through the steps at different paces. You know your dog best. Stay in tune with them as you go. First, introduce your dog to the kit. Start building positive associations with the first aid muzzle and dog sling by showing your dog the gear and giving them lots of treats and praise. Next, dial in the fit and adjustments. For front carry, start with all of the buckles unbuckled and align the mesh pocket with your chest. Then you put the shoulder straps over your shoulder and take the single back strap, bring it around your back, and buckle it into the shoulder strap. Next, you follow each shoulder strap down. And there's a buckle on each side to buckle into your chest. The wide waist strap buckles around your back, and we'll snug all straps down. They should be pretty tight. Once adjusted to you, take the sling off and adjust the dog side to your dog. This is another great opportunity to build positive associations by giving your dog treats and praise. Position your dog to align with the corresponding head and tail graphics on the sling. So for me, that means Emma's head needs to be pointing to my right. Slide the sling under your dog and rest it on their back so that the head and tail graphics rest on top. Buckle in the color-coordinated webbing straps, starting with the teal and purple on the dog's front end. A pro tip is that the flap with the size information should pass through their front legs and rest right on their chest. Next, we'll buckle the rear leg straps, which are pink and orange. Each strap will go under the dog's belly and back through their legs to clip on top. Then adjust all 4 webbing straps so that they're tight enough to fit just 2 fingers in between the webbing and your dog. Now that it's adjusted to both you and your dog, next time you take it out, you won't have to worry about fumbling with adjustments in an actual evacuation scenario. Now let's practice. The first step is to put the first aid muzzle on your dog. It's best practice in canine first aid to always use a muzzle on your dog when they're injured. The first aid muzzle is an essential precaution to take to ensure that you are safe and able to attend to your dog. You won't want to use a muzzle if your dog is overheating, has heat stroke, is vomiting, or having trouble breathing. Before sliding the muzzle on your dog, ensure that the adjustment strap is facing up. Slide the muzzle on your dog and buckle the strap around the back of their head. Tighten the strap snug enough so that it does not slide off your dog. Cinch down the strap across their nose. It should be loose enough to allow them to still comfortably pant. Next, put the sling on your dog first. That means I'll position Emma to match the head and tail graphics on the sling. Up. Spin. Good girl. Slide the sling under your dog and rest it on top of their back. And align the color coordinating webbing straps under each of their legs. Tighten all of the webbing straps snug enough to fit 2 fingers in between your dog and the webbing. To put on the human portion of the sling, you want to make sure you get down to your dog's level. Then put your arms through the shoulder straps, bring the single back strap around and buckle it in. Then buckle the waist strap around your back and ensure that all the straps are nice and tight. Lastly, buckle in the orange load-bearing straps to your chest and tighten those down. Now to carry your dog out, stand up by lifting with your legs, and using your arms to support your dog. Once you're standing, you may notice that some straps need to be adjusted, so adjust as needed. Take a few steps to get an idea of how this might feel and to familiarize your dog with the sling. For your first few sessions, you might try familiarizing your dog with just the muzzle or just the sling. Again, using lots of treats and lots of praise. For back carry, all the adjustments should be the same, but when putting it on, we'll start with the dog first. Now that the harness is on your dog, we'll clip in the 2 orange load-bearing straps. Next, you'll get down to your dog's level and put the harness straps on one at a time like a backpack. Next, you'll buckle the sternum strap, then buckle the waist strap and tighten, and you're ready for liftoff. Now that you and your dog are pros, it's time to pack it up. Unclip the harness from your dog first, starting with the load straps, then moving on to the color-coordinated leg straps. Then unbuckle the waist strap, the back strap, and the shoulder straps. Then we'll pack it up by unzipping the mesh pouch, turning it inside out, and stuffing all the contents back into the pouch. And don't forget to pack the muzzle. And that's the rundown on the BackTrak Evac Kit. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and happy trails. Good job, Emma.